So that means the airwaves are filled with, this group is ruining our country. Oh no, that group is ruining our country. You know which group I believe is ruining this country? Vegetarians. My politics may be influenced by living in Amarillo, Texas for 15 years. You may recall Amarillo is where Oprah Winfrey was sued for slandering beef. Because in Texas, Paula, you don't slander beef. You slather it. Gravy. But that's not my problem with vegetarians. The problem is their food. But really how they label their food is schizophrenic. Whole Foods has vegan meatballs. Let me say that again. Whole Foods has vegan meatballs. If I was vegetarian, I'd have to know. Am I being punked? Am I on a candid camera? Does it or doesn't it? I have to know. There is an entire industry that takes things like seaweed and tofu and turns them into things that taste like meat. For people, don't eat meat. I was at Whole Foods last week. They were giving out samples of tofurkey. And I walk up to the guy, and he's a little frail, a little pale, a little anemic looking. His hair was a little unwashed. And I think he just had his tongue pierced because one time I told cookie. It's like cookie. You vegetarian? Yes. And it tastes just like turkey? Yes. Well then, how do you know? There were no samples of roast beef that tasted like spinach. Because there's no companies that take meat and turn it into vegetables. If there were, I'd be vegetarian. Those are exactly the kind of vegetables I eat. I'm very literal. So if I was a vegetarian, I wouldn't eat meat. I also wouldn't use the word meat in any form. I wouldn't be happy to meet you. I wouldn't meet you halfway. I wouldn't meet you for lunch. I wouldn't go to meet and greet. I couldn't join meetup.com. I could quit making ends meet, though. That would be a nice switch. I would be so careful how I walked, I wouldn't want to trip and have my face beat the floor. Literal. I'd be so afraid of anything with a hint of animal. I couldn't give a piggyback ride. Couldn't horse around. Couldn't go hog wild. I'd have to quit pigging out. That one would be hard for me to do. I don't think I could just quit cold turkey. I'm gonna drop that like it's hot. There is one kind of meat I would never eat. That is test tube meat. PETA is offering a $1 million prize for the first group to make a fake meat-like chicken tasting product. Look this up. In vitro chicken. $1 million for fake chicken. Have they not heard of the McNugget? McDonald's actually was going to compete for the prize. They read the fine print. Must taste like chicken. We're out. We're out. We can't pull it off with our technology. If this product makes it to market, you won't have to worry about right wing or left wing, because there won't be wings. Be at the grocery store in the chicken department, and they'll have cooped up chicken, free range chicken, Franken chicken. And you know how you have to hold the $20 bill up to the light, see if it's got that little deal? You'll have to hold up your chicken. I think I see a vein. I think that's the real deal. You might be in one of those pans they mark the $50 bill with. Just wipe it across here. Yep, barbecue. Right here. What about if you want to make gravy? Where would the gizzards come from? Black market. dark alley. Yo, you got the money? Yeah, you got the giblets? Don't taste like cookie. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, please join with me. Know your candidate's position on this important topic. And let's band together and shout, Mr. President, where's the beef?